Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to see if Windows 95 OSR 2.5 released in 1997 is still usable in 2017. Now OSR 2.5 it's the service release. 2.5 it's kind of like service pack. It's kind of like a service pack. So you could call this Windows 95 Service Pack 2.5. That's kind of what OSR is. Basically, you could only get OSR 2.5 via original equipment manufacturers, like original. I think that's OEM. You could only get these through OEMs. It was only sold to OEMs, and yeah. So one of the things I want to point out is that Windows 95 comes with. 95 OSR 2.5 comes with Internet Explorer 4, which with the shell update and everything changes your Explorer and desktop. As you can see, we have like a sidebar here. This isn't usually in Windows 95, but when you install IE4, it does that. And we also have the channel bar here that has like stuff to Disney and Warner Brothers and stuff like that. Okay, so let's get into this video. So the first thing we're going to look at is performance. Now, Windows 95 is still running on top of MS-DOS. It's running on top of MS-DOS 7.10, and even though it's still running on top of DOS, it can run 32-bit applications designed for Windows NT. It can run 16-bit applications, but it's not limited to 16-bit applications. So yeah. And we have Internet Explorer 5.5 on this computer. It's the latest version of Internet Explorer. And yeah, we also have internet on here. I got TCP/IP running. You can get on the internet. And also, let me actually see something for a second here. So basically, this performs pretty well. It's pretty fast, even though there's Internet Explorer on it. And yeah, it kind of runs good, so it's good. So I'm going to give performance a pass since it performs really well. And now we're going to move on to productivity. Oh, sorry about that. I had a little interruption, but now we're going to move on to productivity. So the latest version of Office that can be run on Windows 95 is Office 2000, which I do have. However, there's like a problem with it. It gives me this error message saying that this application must be installed to run. Please run setup from the location where you originally installed the application. And I don't know what that is. It's a Windows installer issue on Windows 95, and you have to reinstall Office. So in order to use Office 2000, you're gonna have to keep reinstalling Office. When it errors like that, you can use Office 97 if you don't like that. Office 2000 also requires Internet Explorer 5.01, so yeah. But it's okay, but you have to keep reinstalling, which is kind of a problem. Yeah, none of these work, so let me actually try reinstalling Office. Let me get my my Office 2000 CDs real quickly. Got my discs. I'm gonna put it into the computer, and we're gonna reinstall Office. So give me 1 second here. Okay, so I spent like 15 minutes reinstalling Office here, and I think I have it working. Let me go ahead and go to Word now. It should launch, and there we go. So here's Word 2000 on Windows 95, and yeah. So let me put these discs back. Okay, I got it back. Okay, so we'll try typing out something. This is a test document. This document was made on Microsoft Word 2000 on Windows 95 OSR 2.5 with Internet Explorer 5.5. So we'll go ahead and save it. And yeah, so we'll save it to my documents. and it works okay. I mean, it works fine. I'm probably sure it's gonna break any second, so I would probably actually recommend using Office 97, but Office 2000 is sort of okay if you don't care about reinstalling it like 500 times. Okay, it's still working, so we can open up documents and everything is fine. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 for productivity, since, I mean, Office 2000 is really good, but however, you'll have to reinstall it a lot, which could be a problem, because you don't really have enough time to sit there for like 10 minutes while it reinstalls. You got Outlook 2000, and you get some other programs, and yeah. So productivity is a 4 out of 5, and performance is a 5 out of 5. Now we are going to move on to the internet now. So Windows 95 can get on the internet. You don't have to install any TCP/IP stacks. You don't have any really big mess. But before you actually do it, you have to go into the down here, up here. You have to set up TCP/IP for your Ethernet adapter that Virtual PC 2007 emulates. Once you have that set, you can get onto the internet. What is it doing? It's building a driver information database. I don't know why it would need to do that since I'm exiting. Okay, it's done. Yeah. Why does it want the disk? No. Okay, so once you install Internet Explorer, well, Internet Explorer is already pre-installed. I've upgraded Internet Explorer to the latest version of IE, which is IE 5.5. So yeah. Those images look really low quality. They look really weird. What's the display of this? What's the display? It's the display settings are at 256 color. Yeah, so let's try going to a test site. Let's see how Google works on MSIE 5.5. That's okay. Okay. Let's try going to Wikipedia. Oh, it can't load it. Maybe, what if we get out of this? What if we get rid of this? And this? Yeah, still can't load the page. Can't really do anything on Internet Explorer 5. You can't open up YouTube. Actually, real quickly, I think you gotta go to Internet Options really quickly. Go to Advanced, and you gotta use TLS 1.0. Yeah, that seems good. I think that will get some sites to load. But of course, not YouTube. It's too big. Really, there's nothing you can really do on it. You can only browse really old websites. Like this. Like, you can't really view any big websites like YouTube on a web browser from 1999. So we're going to move on to something a little more modern, which is Firefox 2.0. This is from 2008. So it's already 11 years older than OSR 2.5. It's actually 13 years newer than Windows 95, since 95 was released in 1995. So here's Mozilla Firefox. So if you go to google.com, Firefox 2 is okay. You have to actually modify some stuff about your operating system. You have to delete some files from the Firefox folder, and you gotta do some other stuff. But once you have Firefox 2 installed, you get good internet. Never alert me. So here's Google on Firefox 2, and we're just gonna Google Firefox 2.0. I don't know why it's giving me these messages about information being encrypted. As you can see, it looks kind of good. Could be better, but it's okay. Yeah, here's Wikipedia, the Wikipedia page. I thought this came out in late 2008, not 2006. I'll accept it permanently. Okay, we're loading up Firefox, and this is it. So it kind of loads okay. I mean, it is okay. Something about here. I thought if you go to the settings and you disable web fonts or something, Wikipedia will look better, or any site will look better. I don't know, but yeah. So that's Wikipedia. We're gonna try YouTube, which unfortunately there's gonna be a bit of a problem with YouTube. Like my videos, any YouTube video will not load on Firefox 2, I don't think. So yeah, it won't load any things, and browser is not supported anymore. And no thanks. It's kind of slow internet. I can probably blame that because this is being emulated. It kind of loads okay. I mean, this is okay. It's not really bad. But those thumbnails look horrible. That looks horrible. It's probably because I'm using 256 colors. And it's taking forever to load. So let's go into my channel. This is so slow. There's my channel. Go into it. My thumbnail looks horrible. Yeah, 256 color really sucks. I would rather use the 32-bit color, but on 32-bit color I can't really resize the virtual machine. So it's kind of, yeah, this is horrible. Yeah, this is horrible. So yeah, you're not going to be able to watch any YouTube in Windows 95. But actually, give me 1 second here. I read about a CSS file that you can download that makes YouTube a little better. Give me 1 second. It was something called userchrome.css. Let me get that for a second, see if that helps us. Also, another thing I want to point out is that this usercontent.css file is in a zip file, but we have 7-zip, which allows us to extract the files. So that's kind of good how we can use 7-zip. This is 7-zip 4.32, so you can unzip files. Again, that's good for productivity. I'm going to open up that file, and you got to move the CSS file, this document, into Firefox, the Firefox install window. Give me 1 second to do that, and we'll be right back. Well, I don't think the CSS file really helped us. I mean, I put it into the Firefox directory. I don't know if I have it in the right place, but yeah, it didn't really help. And YouTube is really, really bad on this. Like, I can't even click my videos. Let's go into my video here and try to play one of my videos. I don't think it's gonna work. I think I have Flash 8 on this machine, but I'm not sure if it actually works. It's not loading. Yeah, this is very slow. I'll try to get it to load. I'll wait a few minutes for the video to load. Yeah, it's not loading. It's just stuck here. So I have to say that YouTube on Windows 95 is pretty much impossible in 2017. But other sites work fine. I mean, well, I don't really know what to think, but some sites work fine. So it's kind of up to you to decide whether internet gets a 5 out of 5 or a 1 out of 5. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. I mean, you don't really get good browsing, but it's okay. I mean, it's okay, but it's not great. I mean, you can't watch YouTube videos. And, yeah, so it's up to your decision whether you think it would be good. I don't know what really to do. I don't really know how to get Opera on here. Actually, let me try to get Opera on here. Let's try to get Opera on here. Okay, we're gonna try Opera 9.0. Hopefully this will work. So this is Opera. I'm not sure if this is the latest version, but I was just looking for a version of Opera for Windows 95, and this is what I got. So let's try YouTube now. See how YouTube loads. I'm probably sure this isn't really any better than Firefox. Yeah, it's not really any better than Firefox, though. It's too slow on camera. So pretty much internet is basically a 2 or 3 out of 5. Yeah, so now we're going to move on to Multimedia. So the latest version of Windows Media Player that can be installed is 7.0, not 7.1, but if you install 7.0, you have the latest version of Media Player for Windows 95. We'll go ahead and start it up. And this is it. So I think this can play MP3. We got some ASF. Let's see if I can play MP3s. I'm gonna go and put in a CD that has some MP3 files on it. I think Windows 95 also has a CD player that can be used for playing CDA files, which yeah, those are CD audio tracks. Media player test files. And then we'll go to the D drive. Yep, as you can see, we can play MID, MP3, WAV, and WMA. So, yeah, that's good. We'll go ahead and open this. Invalid data? That might just be a problem with the file. Yeah, this works. Yeah, there's no audio in that one. Open test.mid, a MIDI. That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. But it's probably due to the Sound Blaster 16. Yeah, this is emulating a Sound Blaster, which doesn't really sound good on MIDI. It's the it's Virtual PC's fault. It's not Windows Media Player's fault. Also, I tried installing VLC Media Player 0.8.6, but yeah, it performs an illegal operation. So yeah, rest in peace. Also, we have Real Player 7 Basic. I wonder what this can play. It only can play MP3 and WAV files. But it supports a lot of files. It supports real media files and a lot of other things. Oh, it does play WAV files. It does play them, but it didn't want to show me them. Okay, so it needs a update. So it will play WAV files, but not WMA. Okay. You can play test. You can play No, get away. Go. You played that WAV file just fine. You played this file just fine. Yeah. So I guess yeah, multimedia is kind of limited to MP3, MID, WMA, but many people listen to many people listen to MP3s, so that should be fine. You just probably convert those files to MP3 if they're not a valid format. Should be pretty easy. But I wonder how you're gonna play DVDs on this. I don't really know how to play DVDs on this because VLC is not working. But if you have any DVD players that work on Windows 95, please tell me, because I would like to check those out and make a video on that. So yeah. So for multimedia, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I mean, it can play MP3s and stuff like that, but it can't really play MP4 or anything like that. it can play AVI and WMV, I think. And for the last thing, we're going to do email, but email, we have Microsoft Outlook 2000, which I did say in my productivity part of this episode that Office 2000 works perfectly fine for me. So, email is kind of 4 out of 5. I'm not really sure how secure that is. You can get Gmail on Outlook, but I'm not really sure how good and secure that is since they're using a email client from 1999. But it's okay. I think Real Player might actually have a CD player or DVD player, but I'm not really sure about that. Well, it has a CD player, but we already have a CD player that comes with Windows 95. So that kind of brings us to a conclusion where is Windows 95 usable in 2017? Well, sort of. Well, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 because it can view web pages just fine. But however, you can't get YouTube, you can't play any MP4 files or AVI files or anything. I mean, you can play AVI files, but you can't play MP4, DVDs, or anything like that. And the internet is kind of slow, so there's a few limitations to it, but it's kind of your decision. I'm gonna say maybe, but maybe no, not a maybe yes, maybe no. So I'm not really sure. So you'll pretty much have to tell me what you think. And so what I think is that it's not really 100% possible, and so that's pretty much it. So it's not really possible to run Windows 95 OSR 2.5 today. I would recommend updating to Windows 98 where you can have kernel X, since there's no way to run newer applications on Windows 95. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked this episode. I hope you have a nice day, and goodbye. See you next time.